Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chris the Dom One, and I am back with another video. This is a comment and a statement coming directly from HBO, the corporation. This is not coming from someone who doesn't work for HBO. This is coming from their offices, okay? Now, with that being said, let's talk about today's subject in today's video. I noticed the video that I uploaded yesterday. I noticed the comment in the comment section. A lot of people were making excuses for what he said on that particular show, him using the N word. Okay. Now, one comment in particular called me a moron because I assumed that he used to work for SNL. Now, if you remember what I said yesterday, I said that I am not a fan of him. I am not familiar with none of his material, and I assumed that he worked for SNL. My bad. But you called me a moron for saying that, but you're not going to call him a moron for using the N word. You really didn't even talk about the subject at hand. Classic example, let's kill the messenger instead of addressing the message, okay? Now, secondly, a lot of people were also making this excuse of, well, how come black comedians, black rappers, black entertainers can use this word, but when a white entertainer, a white comedian, or a white actor use this word, it's offensive, okay? Now, I said in yesterday's video, to me, and this is just my opinion, that word is offensive to me no matter what your skin color, okay? It really doesn't matter what your gender, okay? To me, that's an offensive word to me. Now, to someone else, it may apply differently or the same. But to me, it's very offensive. And to me, it really doesn't matter if you're a black rapper, if you're a white rapper, if you're a different nationality type rapper, it's still offensive to me, okay? Now, a lot of people were making excuses that, well, it's freedom of speech. You have the right to say whatever you want to say. That is true. But there's a fine print under freedom of speech. And that fine print is watch what you say. Okay. Now, people say things when they're in their surroundings, when they are comfortable. They would say things because they know they're in a safe place. But I dare any of you, and it really doesn't matter if you're a comedian or you're an actor or you're an activist or you're just a regular old Joe like myself, go to a surrounding where they don't know you, okay? If you use that word, one or two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get confronted or embraced, okay? That's the typical type of word you really get mixed results from, okay? You don't know what people's mindset is or are when that word is shouted in a place where they don't even recognize or even know you. You're not in your comfortable settings. You're not behind your keyboard, okay? When you're at your desk on your computer, you type whatever you want to type because you're in a comfortable settings, okay? But when you come in the real world, maybe people would react differently if they don't know you. Now, I'm not excusing what people think about you. To me personally, this is an offensive word. Everyone should have a problem with this word. It really doesn't matter if you're black, white, or indifferent. You should have a problem using this word. Now, a lot of people say, well, we should remove it from the dictionaries, okay? And to that I say this, I wouldn't go that far with it, because just because I find it offensive and I don't entertain or use that word, that doesn't necessarily mean the next individual should share my belief, okay? Here's the bottom line. That's a typical word that can get you, if you use that word, that's a typical word. If you're a regular Joe, you can lose your job. because you use that word, no matter if you're using it around your friends or not. If you're a regular Joe like myself, you can get kicked out of school, get kicked out of a big time university because you use that word. Okay. That word, if you use that type of word, it also frowns upon you with your relationship and your status and your credibility. Okay. That's the type of word that can be negative towards those aspects in your life. Okay. If you're a regular Joe. Now, if you are a comedian, if you're a big time star, this is a word that can be career suicide to some, but to others, like this individual, if as long as they admit that they're wrong and they apologize, okay, and they understand what they said was wrong and they'll never use that word again, they can rebound from this. Okay. Other individuals out there in the world may not. Okay. That's just my opinion on it. Okay. Now, a lot of people seem to think that nothing's going to happen with him. Well, if nothing's going to happen with him, then why did he immediately apologize? One could assume that HBO put a lot of pressure on him to apologize. And this only happened Friday, and here we are Sunday, and HBO is pondering whether or not to simply let him go. That's how serious that's how seriously this has ultimately turned to. It went 0 to 100 real quick on him, and he's probably going to end up being the next Bill O'Reilly. Now, I don't want anyone to lose their job, okay? I feel like everyone should make their money. But if you make a mistake and if you make an error, you should immediately apologize and acknowledge that you made an error, okay? And hope that's good enough to your subscribers, to your consumers, to society in general, okay? Just hope that this is good enough for them, okay? But to sit here and make excuses for this man, I feel like it's wrong. It's not really helping his cause. It's not helping him keep his job. It's not helping him keep his status, okay? But to me, I don't think anyone should be using this word. That's just my opinion. Someone else might have a different opinion and a different reaction about this particular word, but that's the standards that I have. Okay. You might have different standards. Okay. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Please, notification gang in the building. Hit that notification icon, that notification bell that will let you know when my next video or live streams are coming up real soon. It's your boy. I'm Christodon1, and I am out.